In this video, we're talking about Chief Agri's expansion and what that means for you. So Mike, we've talked a little bit already about the different type of products that Chief Agri has. It clearly requires equipment to produce this, and I know that Chief Ag has been in business since 1961. The plant keeps expanding, and I think we might be on a verge of another expansion. Can you talk about what is the square footage that you guys are in today, and what does this expansion project look like?
Yes, Beth, we do have an expansion project coming very quickly up in the future. We are currently in a roughly 200,000 square foot facility, and we're adding 50,000 square feet to that. Most of that is going to be to expand our capabilities within our Kearney manufacturing plant. We're going to be housing some new equipment. We are going to be pulling together some of our assembly operations that are currently housed in a separate facility so we can streamline our operations. Very exciting move for our entire team.
And so did you have two different locations and you guys are combining, you're kind of pulling them back in?
Yes, we do have two locations in the Kearney area. Today, our final assembly for our material handling product line, which is bucket elevators and conveyors for moving grain, are actually produced in a separate facility. So this expansion, one of the end goals will be to bring that team into our main facility and tie them in with the rest of our operations.
And Mark, I know it's never a light decision to do an expansion or to bring new product in because there's a lot of cost involved in that and just some logistics. What was the prompt behind knowing you wanted to expand or needing it?
Well, it became obvious that we had to expand. Mike he's being very humble. He does a wonderful job in manufacturing. The last few years we've been extremely busy. In manufacturing, there's always bottlenecks. That's the name of the game. Find your bottleneck, fix it, move on, create another bottleneck at that point. And we've moved that through several different areas in the shop, and we needed to get out more product. At the end of the day, we just need to produce more. Mike and I sat down and had numerous conversations. What do we have to do? Mike made it really simple. We just need more square footage. So, hey, let's do that. We happen to know a buildings company that puts out a great product, a construction company to put one up. Let's make this place bigger. So that's exactly what we're doing. As Mike said, we have ordered some new machinery that'll be placed in it as soon as it's done. Hopefully the building's done before the machinery shows up. That'll lead us to, better customer service, enhanced delivery, more on-time delivery, higher quality. It'll really help with all the things that I think Mike will probably talk more about here shortly.
Absolutely. Yeah, the end game is really about taking care of our customers. It's having the capability at our fingertips to be able to service their needs. And Mark's absolutely right. This journey really started to, I'll say, be put into high gear over the last 3 to 4 years. We have started with equipment upgrades such as computer numerically controlled punching, fiber laser cutting, roll forming equipment for some of our main grain bin components, chiefly the roofs. We have multiple budget items out there for the future. One of the main pieces of equipment that will be coming into this expansion is a brand new state-of-the-art sidewall sheet line, which will produce the bulk of our grain bins, the corrugated wall sheets that makes up the vertical cylinder of a grain bin, that will be game-changing. It is a line that I don't feel anybody in the U.S. that we compete with has anything close to what this line will be able to do. It will level the playing field between commercial production and farm production for end users. Things that we're at a disadvantage at today will actually be a strength for us in the future. So it's been a lot of good things.
And typically with new product comes new innovation and also enhancement of how the machines are used. So for this new equipment, is it more computerized, new staff that has to be working on it?
Yes, many of the pieces of equipment that we've been working on recently, and definitely the equipment that we have coming in the future, much more automated. So less human intervention is required. Definitely a safer process, a more efficient process, much more technology driven and involved. It is really stepping into the next century of production. Historically, I've actually been a proud member of the Chief family for over 27 years, and started out with the company with some antiquated equipment. We had some things that weren't the most efficient, were high labor content. That's what the situation was at the time, and by growing with the times, we know that we have to move into the future and create more of an automation feel on our shop floor, which also improves our consistency, improves the overall quality of our products, and just really shines a nice light on Chief in general by having the right capability.
Mark, you mentioned earlier that you knew you needed to get more product out. Well, this equipment helps get more product out, and talk about deadlines or timelines with it.
Well, timeline-wise, in 1 year, we'll have a whole different facelift. I'll just say it. We'll have a facelift in 1 year. It'll be quicker than that, hopefully. But as far as getting product out, what we've accomplished in the last 2 years and what we're going to add, we should be able to produce about 3 times as much product in the same timeline. Mike says 3, I say 4. More to come on that.
That's a constant debate, but at least we're both going in the right direction.
That's right. It's very automated equipment. What we currently run or have had in the recent years has been a lot of manual intervention required. So we're going to automation, like Mike said, quality, quicker turns, and then at the end of the day, also safety. It'll keep all employees out of the line of fire is the idea. Keep them off to the side, pushing buttons on what to do instead of actually doing, I hate to say doing the work, but you know what I mean. They're not doing the work themselves. They're letting the machine do all the work. As staffing continues to be challenging, that I don't see that changing in the near future, so this will certainly help with that. We can do more. Our recent addition that we put down was a roof line, went from 6 employees to 2 on that. Did we get rid of 4? No, we absolutely did not get rid of the 4. We moved them to other areas of the shop. So it's not like we're not reducing headcount. We struggle to add headcount, so we're just reallocating them within the shop.
And to add to that briefly, if I may, and I know Mark says have people not necessarily doing the work. To expand on that, people are doing the work more with their brain than their brawn. And that's really what we're trying to do for our team. Make the environment as safe as possible, as user-friendly as possible, and allow them to use their intellect rather than solely their muscles.
And I just have to ask the question, Mark, you can divert if you want to, but in any manufacturing industry, it is about delivery times, right? So as we think about this innovation, these new products, the team who is able to push product out faster, how does that affect some delivery times?
It has a tremendous impact. Currently, we are on-time delivery. Nobody in the industry could say that even 6 months ago. So we have the industry's lightened up. I am realistic, but at the same token, we're able to produce so much more now, quicker. We're just more efficient. We just flat are better than we were in the past, and we're still making improvements.
Well, I know we're going to be doing some video updates of your expansion. We're going to be putting it out on social so people can kind of follow along with this as well. I just can't wait to see what you guys have in store and how you guys continue to grow. To check out our new innovations and products, click on the link below and check out the Chief Agri website.